Could this tiny, seemingly ordinary 1951 Abraham Lincoln penny be worth millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, potentially worth a life-changing fortune. How is this possible, and could you be sitting on a hidden treasure? The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, when it first featured the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln. The 1951 Lincoln penny is part of the post-war era's collection, made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Over 1 billion pennies were minted that year, but what makes this particular coin so special? Now, not every 1951 Lincoln penny is worth a fortune, but under the right circumstances, some have fetched unbelievable sums at auction. There are key factors that could make your penny extremely valuable: condition, rarity, and one crucial detail: the missing mint mark. No mint mark means this coin was minted in Philadelphia. While this is common, pennies from Philadelphia in near-perfect condition have been auctioned for impressive sums. But there's more to it than just where the coin was minted. Coin collectors and investors look at a coin's grade; its condition plays a massive role in its value. A 1951 Lincoln penny in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. But here's where it gets interesting: certain 1951 pennies with errors, or in extremely rare mint state conditions, have fetched upwards of $1 million at auction. One of the reasons collectors are so eager for 1951 pennies is due to rare minting errors. Imagine having a coin with a double die error, where parts of the design are duplicated due to an error during the minting process. These coins are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. One such error penny, in mint condition, once sold for over $1 million. So, how do you know if your 1951 penny is worth millions? First, check its condition, look for scratches, wear, or damage. Next, use a magnifying glass to examine it closely for any minting errors. You can also get your coin professionally graded by experts, like those at the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. If you believe you have a rare and valuable 1951 Lincoln penny, the next step is to get it auctioned or sold through a trusted coin dealer or auction house. The value of coins is constantly changing, but a rare, high-grade penny can potentially fetch a life-changing amount. Who would have thought that a simple penny could be worth so much? If you have a 1951 Abraham Lincoln penny, it's time to start checking. You might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. 1967 Abraham Lincoln penny without a mint mark, and boom! You've just stumbled upon a treasure. Stick around, and we'll dive into why this coin has become so valuable and what makes it unique. Before we get to the million-dollar mystery, let's talk about the Lincoln penny itself. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this penny is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. By 1967, millions of these coins were circulating, but not all of them are created equal. In fact, the one we're focusing on today could be hiding in plain sight. So, why 1967? Well, here's the thing: 1967 was an unusual year for coin collectors. Due to a massive coin shortage in the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks altogether for 3 years, 1965, 1966, and 1967. This means that pennies from these years don't have a mint mark, making it tricky to determine where they were produced. But wait! That alone doesn't explain the million-dollar hype. It's important to understand that a penny missing a mint mark doesn't automatically make it rare or valuable. Most of these 1967 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, and because of the minting policies, none had mint marks. However, the real magic happens with error coins. These are coins that were accidentally struck incorrectly at the mint. Collectors love error coins because they're unique, and depending on the rarity and severity of the error, they can fetch insane prices at auctions. But here's where it gets interesting: the true rarity lies in the condition and any significant errors that might have occurred on a 1967 penny, especially without the mint mark. If you happen to have a pristine error penny from 1967, you're looking at serious money. In recent years, error pennies from various years have sold for massive amounts. For example, a 1943 copper penny sold for over $1.7 million because it was mistakenly made from copper instead of steel during World War II. Now, while a 1967 penny may not have such a dramatic error, there have been cases where similar error coins, especially in uncirculated or proof condition, have sold for thousands, even reaching $1 million range depending on the collector market. Alright, so how do you know if you've hit the jackpot with your 1967 penny? Here are a few tips: the less wear and tear, the more valuable it is. Look for pennies that appear almost brand new, with sharp edges and no scratches. Look for oddities like double strikes, misaligned dies, or even letters or numbers that appear out of place. If you think you found a winner, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can certify your coin and give it an official grade, which can massively boost its value. So, could your 1967 Abraham Lincoln penny without a mint mark actually be worth $1 million? It's possible. While most pennies from this year are worth only their face value, a rare error or uncirculated coin could be your ticket to fortune. Keep an eye out, because you never know what treasures are hiding in your pocket change. Did you know that a simple penny could be worth over $1 million? It might sound unbelievable, but in the world of coin collecting, even a humble 1969 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, can become a treasure. What's up, treasure hunters? We're talking about the 1969 Abraham Lincoln penny with the D mint mark. Could it really be worth $1 million? Let's break it down. The 1969 Lincoln penny, like many other pennies, was minted in Denver, Colorado, as marked by the small d under the date. Millions of these pennies were produced, but what makes a few of them so valuable is a simple mistake. Here's the big question: why would this penny be worth anything more than 1 cent? The answer lies in the possibility of errors during production. Coin errors are like hidden Easter eggs for collectors, and certain errors make coins extremely valuable. For the 1969 Lincoln penny, one key factor is doubling. This is where things get exciting. There are pennies from 1969 that were struck with a double die, meaning certain parts of the coin, like the date or the inscriptions, appear to have been stamped twice, creating a blurry or shadowy effect. If you've got one of these pennies, you might be looking at a fortune. Now, let's get into how you can identify a 1969 D penny with the valuable doubling error. Grab your magnifying glass and take a close look at the date, the word Liberty, and In God We Trust. You're specifically looking for noticeable doubling in these areas. If it looks like the letters or numbers are shadowed or appear stamped twice, you might have something special. But be careful. Not all doubling is valuable. There's something called machine doubling, which happens from a worn-out press. It's not worth much, so you want to make sure your penny shows true double die features, where the letters look crisp and duplicated. So, how much could one of these rare pennies be worth? Well, in 2008, one of these 1969 double die pennies sold for over $100,000 at auction. But that's not all. Depending on the coin's condition and rarity, prices can skyrocket. Some reports suggest they could even be worth up to $1 million. The value of a rare coin is based on factors like its condition, graded on the mint state, scale, rarity, and demand. The higher the grade, the more valuable the penny. So, if you find one in mint or near mint condition, you're sitting on a potential goldmine. Got a 1969 D penny with doubling? Before you rush off to sell it, make sure you get it professionally graded. You can send it to coin grading companies like PCGS or NGC, who will evaluate its authenticity and condition. Trust me, getting it graded is crucial if you want to fetch the big bucks. Once it's graded, you can sell it through auctions, online platforms like eBay, or coin dealers. If the coin is truly rare and in great condition, auction houses like Heritage Auctions could be your best bet to get top dollar. Now that you know the secret to spotting one of the most valuable pennies out there, it's time to start digging through your coin collection. But remember, patience is key. Not every 1969 penny is going to be a jackpot, but with the right eye and a little luck, you could be the next person to find one worth a fortune. 1973 Abraham Lincoln D-Mint penny is worth millions of dollars? Imagine finding one of these in your pocket change and instantly becoming a millionaire. But before you go searching every penny jar in your house, let's dive deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncover the truth about this legendary coin. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this. First, let's get a little history on the 1973 Lincoln penny. This was the era of Richard Nixon, when gas was 40 cents a gallon, and the Vietnam War was still fresh in everyone's minds. The Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for over 60 years, and in 1973, the Denver Mint produced millions of these iconic coins, known for their distinctive D-Mint mark. So, why the buzz about the 1973 Lincoln penny being worth millions? Well, here's the truth: not every 1973 penny is a jackpot. In fact, most are worth just 1 cent. But what really excites collectors is the possibility of rare errors or high-quality conditions that can make certain pennies extremely valuable. In the world of coin collecting, errors make all the difference. Misstrikes, double die obverse, or unusual minting mistakes can skyrocket a coin's value. However, for the 1973 D-Mint penny, no major error has been discovered to drive the price into the millions, at least not yet. But never say never. Rare errors have been found on similar pennies from other years, so there's always a chance that one could exist. Condition is king when it comes to coin collecting. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A 1973 D-Mint Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition, graded at MS 65 or higher, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But to reach the million-dollar range, a coin would need to be nearly flawless, ultra-rare, and ideally have some unique historical significance. If you've got a 1973 Lincoln penny with the D-Mint mark, here are a few things to check for. Does it look brand new? The fewer scratches and wear, the better. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers. These kinds of minting errors can drive up value. Check with a professional grading service. If your coin is in pristine condition, you could have a rare find. While number 1973 D-Mint penny has fetched $1 million yet, other Lincoln pennies have broken auction records. For example, the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent famously sold for over $1.7 million at auction. So, while it's unlikely your 1973 penny will reach that value, you never know what the future holds, especially if an error coin is discovered. If you think you've got a valuable coin, don't wait. Take it to a professional coin dealer or send it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to get it evaluated. They can help determine its true value and whether you're sitting on a hidden fortune. So, is your 1973 Abraham Lincoln penny worth millions? While the odds are slim, it's always worth checking. You might just have a rare error coin or a near-perfect specimen that could make your collection shine. Even if it's not worth millions, the hunt itself is part of the fun, and who knows what you might discover next. Rare coins, specifically, the 1979 Abraham Lincoln penny with a D-Mint mark that's rumored to be worth a fortune. Before we get into the juicy details of why this penny could be so valuable, let's first break down the basics. The 1979 Lincoln penny, also called a Lincoln cent, was minted in Denver, which is why you'll see that little D-Mint mark right below the year on the coin. Lincoln pennies are some of the most widely circulated coins in American history. But what makes the 1979 D-penny so special? Well, not every penny is created equal, and some have hidden value in them. Now, when it comes to coin collecting, value is determined by several key factors: rarity, condition, errors, and demand. These elements can turn a simple penny into a small fortune. Most million-dollar coins, including pennies, owe their high value to errors. These minting mistakes can range from double strikes to off-center imprints, and collectors go wild for them. Asterisk, display images of different error types, with a focus on the 1979 D penny's potential errors. Narrator, for the 1979 D Lincoln penny, there have been reports of some rare errors, including doubling on the date or mint mark and off-center strikes, which are incredibly valuable. Now, let's talk about the big question: could a 1979 D penny really be worth $1 million? While it's rare for a 1979 D penny to hit the $1 million mark, some highly sought-after error coins have fetched astonishing amounts at auctions. In 2021, a Lincoln cent with a unique error was sold for nearly $840,000. That's insane for a coin most of us would overlook. That being said, a perfect condition 1979 D penny with a dramatic error could potentially be worth a fortune. But it's essential to have it graded by a professional coin grading service before making any grand assumptions. Do you have a jar of pennies lying around? Maybe it's time to start checking. Here's what to look for in your 1979 D Lincoln pennies. Look for minimal wear and tear. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin's date, mint mark, and overall design. Compare it with known error coins online. You might just have a hidden gem sitting right under your nose. Found something interesting? Here's what you should do next: buy a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, and their auction results. It through an auction house or to a professional dealer if it's confirmed to be valuable. That's the best way to truly know what your coin is worth and get top dollar if it's a rare find. So, is that 1979 D penny in your pocket worth $1 million? Maybe not today, but who knows what hidden treasures might be waiting to be discovered. We're talking about one of the most fascinating coins to come out of the 1980s, the 1987 Abraham Lincoln penny with NO mint mark. Now, is it true that this coin could be worth millions? Well, let's dive into the details and find out if you're sitting on a small fortune. First, let's cover some basics. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century, ever since it was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The 1987 penny, though, doesn't stand out at first glance. In fact, it was mass-produced. Over 4.6 billion pennies were minted that year. But, when we start talking about rare varieties, even a common penny like this can surprise you. So, what does it mean when a coin doesn't have a mint mark? Typically, U.S. coins have a small letter near the date. This letter indicates where the coin was made: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no letter at all for Philadelphia. Most of the 1987 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, which, interestingly, didn't use a mint mark that year. But wait, this alone doesn't make the coin rare or valuable. In fact, most 1987 pennies from Philly don't have a mint mark. So why do we keep hearing about this particular penny being worth millions? The real buzz is about certain error coins or pennies that are in exceptionally rare condition. These could be mint state, meaning they've never been in circulation and are practically flawless, or they could have unique errors that make them one of a kind. Coins in top condition, known as MS68 or higher, are incredibly rare. And if a collector is looking to complete a perfect set, they're willing to pay big bucks for that flawless 1987 penny. So, what about those rumors of the 1987 penny with no mint mark being worth $1 million? Well, it's important to separate the myth from the reality. The truth is, while these pennies can fetch thousands if they are in perfect condition, it's incredibly rare for any 1987 penny, even without a mint mark, to reach that seven-figure mark. Still, there have been some incredible sales of Lincoln pennies with rare errors, like double dies or off-center strikes. But for most of us, the 1987 penny is still worth its face value unless it's in pristine condition or has a special error. Now, here's what you can do if you think your 1987 penny might be worth more than just a penny. First, check for any obvious errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. Second, examine the condition of your coin. If it's shiny, crisp, and has no visible wear, it might be worth getting it professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS or NGC will assess your coin and give it an official grade. A high grade can mean the difference between pocket change and thousands of dollars. So, can the 1987 penny with no mint mark make you a millionaire? Probably not, but if you've got an exceptional example or a rare error, you could be holding on to something much more valuable than you think. It's always worth taking a second look at your coins. Who knows what treasures are hiding in your pocket? Can a penny really make you a millionaire? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coin tales of our time, the 2001 Abraham Lincoln penny with AD mint mark. Is this small copper coin actually worth millions, or is it all just a myth? The 2001 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which started in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. While most 2001 pennies are common and worth just a cent, rumors are swirling about a special version of the coin that could be worth a fortune. So, what makes this penny special? The D mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Denver. But Denver minted pennies are far from rare, they've produced billions over the years. So why would one of these be valued in the millions? In fact, over 5 billion of these pennies were struck in 2001, making it one of the most common modern coins. So, the idea of a normal 2001 penny being worth millions sounds suspicious, right? Let's dig deeper into where these claims are coming from. The internet is full of claims that certain coins are worth massive amounts of money. But often, these claims are based on misconceptions, exaggerations, or extremely rare circumstances. And that's exactly the case with the 2001 D penny. Many of these headlines confuse rare pennies from specific years with error coins or rare variations. In fact, many of these reports about high-value coins are not about the 2001 penny at all. While it's true that some pennies have sold for millions of dollars, they are far older and much rarer than the 2001 penny. For instance, the famous 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double-die penny are genuine rarities that fetch astronomical prices. But why are these coins valuable? It's because they were minted by mistake, either using the wrong metal, like copper during the steel penny year of 1943, or with a significant error like the double die that makes them one of a kind. If you're lucky enough to find a 2001 D penny with a minting error, then you may have something valuable on your hands. But even then, we're talking about hundreds or maybe thousands of dollars, not millions. Common errors to look out for include double dies, off-center strikes, or a clipped planchet. These errors can increase a coin's value, but it's important to remember that the odds of finding one are slim. So, you've got a 2001 D penny, how do you know if it's worth more than a cent? The first step is to carefully examine the coin. Look for any noticeable errors or unusual features. Use a magnifying glass and inspect it thoroughly. If you think you have a rare error coin, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade and confirmed error can significantly increase its value. But for most of us, the reality is that our 2001 D pennies are just regular coins. While it's fun to dream about striking it rich with a penny, it's important to separate fact from fiction. Most of these rumors about million-dollar 2001 pennies are just that, rumors. So, is the 2001 D Lincoln penny worth millions? The answer is no, not unless it has a very rare and significant error. But don't be discouraged. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and there are many other coins that could be hiding in your pocket change, waiting to be discovered. Asterisk. Asterisk. What if I told you that the penny you may have in your pocket could be worth over $1 million? Yep, that's right. A 2002 Abraham Lincoln penny with a D mint mark has been causing waves in the numismatic world, and it's not just any penny. Stick around, and I'll tell you exactly what makes this seemingly ordinary coin so special. Asterisk. If you love rare coins as much as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Asterisk. Now, let's talk about this mysterious 2002 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like your average 1-cent coin. But there's a rare version out there with an error so unique that collectors are willing to shell out big money for it, like, we're talking over $1 million. Asterisk. So, what makes this penny so valuable? Well, it all comes down to a mistake at the Denver Mint. Asterisk. In 2002, during the coin production process, a very small number of pennies were struck on a foreign planchet, a piece of metal not meant for U.S. pennies. Instead of the usual copper-coated zinc, these pennies were minted on planchets used for foreign currency. This error, combined with the D mint mark, makes these coins extremely rare. Asterisk. What's even more mind-blowing is that only a handful of these error coins have ever been found. Coin collectors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars for one in mint condition. Asterisk. But here's the kicker, there could still be more out there, hiding in loose change. Asterisk. First, check for that D mint mark just below the date on the front of the coin. This tells you it was minted in Denver. Asterisk. Second, you'll want to check if your penny looks different. Does it feel lighter? Is the color slightly off? These foreign planchet coins can often look and feel different compared to a regular penny. Asterisk. If you think you have one of these rare error pennies, your next step is to get it graded by a professional. Coin grading services, like PCGS or NGC, will authenticate your coin and assign it a grade, which can dramatically affect its value. Asterisk. And who knows? You might just be holding $1 million penny in your hands. Asterisk. That's it for today's video, but before you go, let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss our next video where we'll dive into another rare and valuable coin you should be on the lookout for. Asterisk. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket and realizing it's worth $1 million. You heard that right, a penny that could change your life. Today, we're diving into the mystery of the 2006 Abraham Lincoln penny with the D mint mark. Could this tiny coin really be worth a fortune? Or is it all just a myth? Let's find out. Before we jump into the $1 million rumors, let's take a quick look at what makes this penny special. The 2006 penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, which has been on every penny since. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced. In fact, millions of these coins were minted in 2006, so what makes this one so different? Now, you might be wondering, why all the buzz around this 2006 Lincoln penny? You've probably seen stories floating around the internet, or even eBay listings claiming that this penny is worth thousands, or even millions. So, what's the truth behind this viral sensation? The reality is, while certain pennies, like rare error coins or pennies from specific years, can be worth a lot of money, the 2006 penny itself, even with the D mint mark, isn't a super rare coin. But wait! There's more to the story. So, what makes some pennies worth a small fortune? It's usually due to rare minting errors, unique features, or limited production runs. For example, pennies with double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting mistakes can fetch thousands at auction. But what about the 2006 D penny? Unfortunately for most collectors, the 2006 penny doesn't have any well-known error varieties that make it extraordinarily valuable. That's why you won't find any record of a 2006 penny selling for millions in legitimate coin auctions. Now, if you have a 2006 D penny in your hand, you're probably wondering, how much is this really worth? For most of these pennies in circulation, the value is just 1 cent. However, If your penny is in uncirculated condition or has a special error, you might be looking at a value between 10 and 30 cents, or even a couple of dollars if it's pristine. So, while you won't be retiring off your 2060 penny, it's still a neat coin to have in your collection. And who knows? Someday, the value could go up, just not to $1 million. If you're interested in finding coins that are worth more than face value, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Check for things like doubled letters, off-center strikes, or unusual marks. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition are always worth more than heavily circulated ones. Learn about the specific years and mint marks that are known to be valuable. By keeping these tips in mind, you might just strike gold, or at least find a coin worth much more than a penny. So, while the 2006 Abraham Lincoln penny with AD mint mark might not make you a millionaire, it's still a fascinating part of American coinage. If you love coin collecting or just want to know more about valuable coins, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. And if you've ever found a penny that you think is worth more, share your story in the comments below. Who knows, maybe you've got a rare gem on your hands. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coin myths on the internet, the idea that a 2015 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be worth millions. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash the like for more awesome coin and treasure hunting content. Now, let's get into this viral claim. Is there really a 2015 Lincoln penny out there worth a fortune? And why is it causing so much buzz? The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, and over the years, there have been some very valuable and rare versions. The 1943 steel penny, the 1955 double die error, and of course, the legendary 1909 SVDB penny, all of these coins can fetch thousands, even millions, depending on their condition and rarity. But the 2015 penny? Let's break it down. Asterisk: most US coins come with a mint mark, a tiny letter that shows where the coin was made. The D for Denver, P for Philadelphia, and S for San Francisco. But sometimes, coins are produced without a mint mark. For example, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark. A 2015 penny with no mint mark simply means it was made in Philadelphia. And guess what? That's not rare at all. In fact, billions of pennies were minted in 2015 without a mint mark. So, what makes a coin valuable? It's usually a combination of rarity, demand, and condition. Rare errors, historical significance, or extremely high-grade coins in mint condition can command serious money. For example, coins with minting errors, like the famous 1955 double die penny, can be worth a lot because they're so rare and unique. Now, here's where things get interesting. There's a rumor going around that some 2015 Lincoln pennies without a mint mark are selling for millions. But, spoiler alert, that's not true. Most 2015 pennies, even in perfect uncirculated condition, are worth, well, just about a penny. Maybe a little more to collectors if they're in pristine condition, but not millions. The ones listed online for high prices? They're likely just listings from sellers hoping to catch someone unaware. While your 2015 penny won't make you a millionaire, it's always a good idea to check your change for other valuable coins. Look for minting errors, unusual features, or rare dates. If you think you found something special, get it graded by a professional. So, the next time you see a penny without a mint mark, don't get too excited. It's likely just a normal penny. But that doesn't mean there aren't treasures out there. Keep checking your change, because you never know what kind of rare coin you might find. We're diving into something truly extraordinary, a penny that could be worth a staggering $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 2020 Abraham Lincoln penny with a D mint mark. So, if you're a coin collector or just curious about this phenomenon, stick around. Let's start with the basics. The 2020 Abraham Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. But what sets the 2020 penny apart, particularly the one with the D Mint mark from the Denver Mint, is its rarity and condition. These coins were made primarily for circulation, but certain mint errors and specific conditions have caused some to skyrocket in value. So, what makes this penny worth $1 million? It all comes down to rarity and demand. The 2020 D Mint mark penny has been found in exceptional condition, graded as MS 67 or higher. This means it's almost flawless, which is incredibly rare for coins that have been in circulation. In fact, the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins in MS 67 condition are incredibly scarce, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. Now, you might be wondering how you can identify this valuable penny. Here are some key tips. This is located on the reverse side of the coin, just below the year. Use a magnifying glass to look for any flaws. The fewer marks or blemishes, the better. If you think you have one, consider having it graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. A high grade can significantly increase its value. Now, where can you find these coins? Many collectors have found luck in their own change, at coin shows, or online marketplaces like eBay. However, be cautious when purchasing. Make sure to verify the coin's authenticity and condition to avoid scams. In conclusion, the 2020 Abraham Lincoln penny with a D Mint mark is not just a piece of change, it's a potential gold mine for collectors. So, check your pockets, search through your change jars, and you might just strike it rich. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our future coin collecting tips and treasures. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.